Welcome back to Recharge. It is time for our last opponent. As it turns out, laser beams can melt steel chains.
That's already an amazing animation.
Please send this chain letter to 5 of your friends, or else you'll die.
Too late.
Ah, shit.
So this is Chain Man's level. It's very methodical, I should say.
Semi-disappointed that the hammers in the background don't punch into the foreground.
They don't, but there will be hammer punching at some point.
Nice.
You know what they say, a level's only as good as its strongest link. Wait.
Was kind of disappointed that Donkey Kong Country 2's Chain Link Chamber music didn't start playing. Because that one is very good.
Yeah.
Oh, finally, the Hammer Joe's got safety equipment.
Well, this is... It's just like the workers in Mega Man 1.
It's just so nice of him.
Also, it's like an actual throwing hammer that you don't have to go back and retrieve. That's genius.
What are you, a Balmont now?
This seems a little bit too slow to be fun and or dangerous. TBQ age.
Well, for this one, the first one is mostly just to put it in a safe area so you see how it works first. But now we have another type of Met, the box Met.
It's good.
He's in suit straight. He has the little scattershot thing.
I put my Met in a box so now I can easily mail him.
Well, again, they are supposed to be sold as pets, so, you know.
What do they do?
Nothing, they look cute.
They hide out all day in their shell. It's like getting a clam as a pet.
A clam?
They're literally the pet rock of this universe.
Could you stop sucking?
Do better at video game.
No, I have Hyper Beam. It lets me cut chains, so that's all I need. I don't need to be good.
But you have to recharge in the next round. I like the sound effect.
That's what a laser sounds like, right?
It looks like a really fun weapon to use. It reminds me of Jupiter's weapon in Mega Man V, and I really like using that. So what do you do to solve this conundrum?
Fly, mostly.
I thought that the
jump.
getting the health.
The molten metal is slightly too hot for us today.
This also is very well animated. Like, I don't think that the mainline Mega Man games look as good as that. Ever.
Well, to be fair, when they were using this art style, the NES was not exactly as powerful.
Yeah, of course, but I mean, we are way out of the NES era. Well, you know.
Oh yeah, now that I see it, it's kind of weird seeing these spherical things with, like, a gradient on them. Compared to Mega Man that has, like, zero shading on him.
Yeah, I mean, I think at some point you might want to update Mega Man Sprite as well, but...
I mean, it's supposed to be, like, kind of 8-bit. And that's as much as you really need to do.
I think if you go a little bit further, you could replace Mega Man with the original character Do Not Steal and just make your own fucking game at this point. I mean, the creator is obviously insanely talented at sprite art, so why not go that one step further?
I don't know, I feel like the expressiveness of some of these enemies wouldn't really work in anything other than Mega Man.
Why not?
It's just in the kind of art style they have, otherwise you're just making an Astro Boy ripoff. And I mean, Mega Man's already that, so why bother?
Yes.
Or just Magical Teropy, or whatever that game was called.
Why bother? Because you can sell it for a tenner on Steam.
Yeah, I mean, there's like, what, 2 other Mega Man-ish games? Quote
yeah,
unquote?
but one of them is terrible and the other is randomly generated, so...
Yeah, therefore you could earn a lot of money with an actual good game. Just saying, I mean, this here has production quality enough. And as we have learned so far from the thread, a creator who's actually willing to listen to criticism. So,
True.
I mean, it's not quite as super good looking as Shovel Knight is, but it's almost there.
Well, Shovel Knight's a bit less. I wouldn't exactly say that one's a fair comparison. That one's just sort of trying to be 8-bit, but not actually 8-bit. Some kind of advanced 8-bit.
Super 8-bit.
Yeah, but everything but Mega Man in this game also is. Anyway, back to the level. Still really good.
Yep. That was our secret path to get the secret item.
I really like the dynamic ladders that the sprites, that the chains are. That's really cool. And that stuff, like the background elements actually connecting to the foreground platforms, they're not just floating in mid-air. That's beautiful. And there's also some, oh my god, this is also great.
You were saying something about dynamic ladders.
Yeah, like what the fuck, this is great. And this is something that they could have done in the 8-bit days. There is nothing here that requires the palette to be changed or anything, but very often they didn't. Just, you know, because the games are lazy. This one is not.
It's Capcom. I'm pretty sure that they had like 25 cents to make some of these games.
Yeah, 25 days probably, but...
Well, they apparently intentionally skimped out on the background details in 9 and 10, because they wanted it to ape 2's feeling.
Oh yeah, that's true. I'm thinking of... 9 and 10 are fine, at least 9 is, but I'm thinking of like Mega Man 6.
Ah.
And I was saying the game looks fucking terrible and there is absolutely no excuse for that. I think this goes on for a bit too long. Like the dropping of the bucket. You have to wait for too long. And it's not gonna catch you at this point in the stage if there is no twist to it.
I can sort of see that, but...
Can you stand on that little mini bucket?
You can, actually.
Ah.
I see. I was wondering why I even had to do it.
Man, you can tell there's not much to talk about when I'm having to actually ask questions.
No, I think it works, to be honest, like, looking at these kind of things.
It's like, oh no, we're playing a good game, what do we do?
Fuck, I can't just say random shit and call them jokes.
Well, that was a seamless edit.
I know, right?
Look, nothing happened, I didn't fall back in the lava like an idiot.
Now I got something. I'll just make fun of your editing.
I am good at video games, and you can't say anything otherwise.
Kind of appreciate that you can see the S-tanks, even though you probably can't pick them up because you already have one, because it's always mystifying in Mega Man 5 that the M-tank locations just are empty when you have one. It's like, why is there nothing here in this empty corner? Weird.
Actually, you can get about 6.
So you can double up on them.
Yeah, you can get about 6, and then you can't pick up any more.
So why don't you?
Because I'm too good for it.
I see.
I'm too good at video games.
I can just edit out all of my failures until it looks like I'm amazing. Wait, that still means I have to personally replay the stuff.
Look, I'll just edit and tell him at least as amazing looking as this guy.
Wow.
I would play a game where I just play as Chain Man. That'd be pretty
That is
dope.
great what he's doing. It kind of reminds me of Swordman's movement pattern, but not obnoxious, because he tells you where he's gonna go using his chain.
Yeah, it's pretty good. I really do like his little spinning bit.
That's absolutely... Wow, it's so dynamic. Holy shit, this is such good animation.
But this is also something you definitely couldn't have gotten on the NES. I think it would have blown itself up trying to do that.
As I said, then why even stick to the 8-bit limitations for Mega Man, and why stick to Mega Man?
Who knows?
Because it makes him look cute, and Mega Man is Mega Man.
You can make a cute 16-bit Mega Man.
Mega Man 7 would tell that you are wrong.
Well, not him, obviously.
He's kind of endearing. He's just really mad all the time.
Also, we have the hook shot now.
Oh, that's mine now.
It's Link's hookshot.
And it lets us pick up items.
That's brilliant.
There's no real limit on the item that it lets you pick up, though. If you can hit it with it, you can pick it up.
That's good, because arbitrarily not being able to pick up energy tanks would suck, wouldn't it?
shrug.
Oh well, guess the Earth is fucked now.
Did we get had?
That's not a CRT, come on.
Oh, hi, Proto Man.
Proto Man just has a really, really crappy phone. That's what it sounds like when he dials in.
He has a Mega Man 7 expression.
Where the fuck is he that the entire background is purple?
Well, Wily was changing from blue, I think, to yellow in the intro. Oh, that's a stylistic choice. Green. He was green at the start.
I feel like Wily's castle just has many sections that are just colored differently so Wily can feel better about himself.
And that way he'll know which area of the castle he's in. Because, I mean, he's getting
Whoa!
old.
He has
Wait.
a second portrait! 3 portraits! Oh,
Who
Proto Man's
is
dead.
you? Oh my god. Foreshadowing to something that doesn't exist yet? No!
Holy shit, Dr. Light, you have some incredible balance.
That's an amazing grill.
I'm more impressed by Wily's smile at this point.
Those must be artificial by that point.
Ah. Yeah, there's no way he brushes his teeth.
Wily may be a mad scientist, but he takes dental hygiene very seriously.
He's very happy about it.
He also probably has free dental for all of his employees, which are robots, so...
That's why they all have mouse. So, did Wily just pick up Proto Man's phone, or did he hack the line? I like to imagine he picked up Proto Man's phone.
Probably.
I think everybody can just, like, call Dr. Light on video phone, and he has never bothered to encrypt anything, because they're always getting all the information from Wily himself, where he says, like, oh, Mega Man, you killed all of my 8 servants, so come to me next. This surely won't backfire. I'm here, by the way.
Hey, you know how Wily is. His ego is so goddamn huge, he's always gonna be like, this time I'm gonna win!
Yeah, of course, but this is why they keep the line open.
Come to the Wily Fortress in 5 minutes if you want an ass whooping.